we have some more to go. We are looking at the three forms of weak verbs which are formed. The past tense is formed by adding ed, t and d to the present. Now, the last word for d we have dwell. I dwell in this house. Or if you shifted the house, you can say, I dwelt. I dwelled, or I had dwelled in that house. And the past participle also same. Okay. Now, next we have is some other different word. Let's see in F what words we have here. Let's look at the weak verbs and formation of weak verbs for the past tense. We have feed. What do we have? Feed. You normally feed your little chicks or animals, then you say fed. I feed them. I fed them. Then, another word we have here is feel. You feel when somebody tells you something, either good or bad. So you say, I can feel. Feel, then you form the past by adding T, no? You say felt. T, adding T. I feel, I felt the pain. Felt, again participle same. Feed, fed, fed. Feel, felt, felt. Flee. Flee means to run away. Flee in a dangerous place. What do? You say, I fled. Run away from there. Flee, fled, fled. Some dangerous spot, what do? You run away. Fled. Flow, water flow. Flowed, flowed. Flow, all your tears flow. Any liquid that flow. And you add ed to form the past. Okay, flowed. Ed, you add ed, flowed, and in the past participle also same. Flowed, flow, flowed. Then we have in H, you have hang, hung, hung. Mummy says, go and hang these clothes on the line. Then you will say, you have hanged it. Okay, so in letter H. You hang the clothes. Okay, hanged. So you say, you hang, go and hang these clothes. Then you will come back and say, I hanged. And the past participle also hanged. Hang, hanged, hanged. Next I have another word here, have. I have 2 bags. I had. So, have. Have, and you form by adding D, had. Had. Again, past participle also, you do had only. Then hear. You hear someone speaking. You say, I heard. Okay? Hear. Here. You form the plural by adding D, heard. Heard. And again, for the past participle, also heard. Hear, heard, heard. Next we have keep. You keep your things in one place. Or Mummy says, keep all these books on the shelf. You kept. Keep, kept. Okay? Keep, kept. Keep, kept. You are adding T to form the plural in the weak verbs. And in the past participle also kept. Okay? Next, Kneel. You kneel down to pray. You kneel down to pray to God. Okay? Kneel. Then you will say knelt. Knelt. Right? Adding T to form the plural. Knelt. Again for the past participle, knelt. Then, now let us look at all. We are talking about the weak verbs. The weak verbs, the past is formed by adding ed, t and d to the present. That is weak verbs. Now we are studying the three forms of weak verbs: past, present, past and participle. From the present, to form the past, we either add t, d or ed. Let's look at here. Dwell, dwelt, dwelt. Feed, fed, fed. Feel, t is added. Felt, felt. Flee, fled, fled. Flow, flowed. Add ed, flowed. Hang, hanged. Have, had, had. Hear, you heard, heard. Keep, kept, kept. Kneel, knelt, knelt. We have some more weak verbs to look at.